Easter ni ìmúra Easter lẹ́mú. Pastor ìwúlẹ̀ ṣe bàbá ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́. Ìgbà tí mo gbọ́ message ten play lẹ́ẹ̀kan nígbà tí ẹ fẹ́ wọlé. Mo gbọ́. Ajere létí mi and I have an eagle eye. So nǹkan tí mo àrùn mọ́tò pọ̀ kí ló kó sí mọ́tò sí ẹ̀jẹ̀ àwọn kékeré wọn. So ṣẹ́rí Easter period should be a period of humility time and submission. Àwa tá a ti ń hùwà kìíní ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pastor nǹkan tèmi gbà pé because ṣẹ́rí mostly lé Good Friday 2025 yìí àwa láti inú ilé wa láti inú ẹbí kọ̀ọ̀kan ó yẹ ká ronú ká yí wà padà. Because mo rò kíní kan lọ́pọlọ mi pastor ẹ̀yin lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa ẹ̀yin lẹ́gbọ́dì wa mo rò kíní kan lọ́pọlọ mi pé mi ò rò pé ó lè máa dáa sí mọ́ ó máa bàjẹ́ sí ni kì í ṣe pé ayé ò lè dáa sí ayé máa dàrú sí ni. The more the churches, the more the atrocities of the pastors, the more the mosque, the more the atrocities of the imams, the more the institution, the more the corruptions of the government officials, the more the schools, the more the diminish of the education. Can you imagine, Pastor? Ẹ ò lè pe ọmọ yunifásitì kẹ bá pèrè àwọn ẹ̀kọ́ ẹ̀sìn kọ̀ọ̀kan lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ á fẹ́ máa wo bíbí. Ibùdó àwọn tíṣà AI náà fi ń so kí wàá ní school wà fún owó bẹ́tà ká lọ sí AI. Can you imagine, Pastor? AI àwọn iṣẹ́ kan wà tó jẹ́ pé ó ti gbà àfọwọ́n tọ́pọ̀lọ́ ò bá pé tó bá fẹ́ ṣe anything yóò ní ìdàtí lọ bá lọ́ọ̀yà kan sìn lọ wo nǹkan tó yẹ kó ṣe kókó lọ sí court. Adájọ́ gan máa bẹ̀rù ẹ lórí ẹ̀ bá pé. So there's a lot going on in the world. So it can never be better again. I'm telling you. Yes, ibi tí mo lọ gan-an lẹ́sọ̀ yẹn ibi tí mo lọ gan-an yẹn gbogbo ẹ̀jẹ̀ darapọ̀ mọ́ mi ó kí wá pé ọkú ọdún àti ìdè ní Good Friday àsànwàsó wá àsànwàsó máa àsànwàsó àkùbálẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ìyá mi Olúbùnmi ẹ wà ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ òkè o ẹ ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀jẹ̀ darapọ̀ tẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ tí fi ohùn ránṣẹ́ sí mi àbí tẹ́ẹ̀tẹ́ẹ̀tì mi ẹ jẹ́ ká kíra wa Good Friday. Ẹ jẹ́ ká bára wa yọ̀ ká bára wa jó. Ọdún àjíǹde ló yẹ kán celebrate eléyìí tán celebrate ní December 10 ràkúrà kiri kò dàbí ti ọdún àjíǹde. It is finished. It's a significant month period tó jẹ́ pé èèyàn tó bá rorí ẹ̀ dáadáa rí pé without ìpè ọdún àjíǹde asán ìgbàgbọ́ wa máa jẹ́. Mo tẹ̀yìn ní mùsùlùmí tẹ̀síẹ̀ gbogbo àpapọ̀ mọ̀ pé àtàwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe ìtẹ́sọ pé kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ ṣẹ̀ṣe ìrọ̀lẹ́ ń pa ẹ wo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní sí Ògùn state ni ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó ṣèjẹ́bòde ní bẹ̀rẹ̀ àmì ibi Agẹmọ ọmọ Ìgbò kan fẹ́ lọ jí Agẹmọ gbé bóyá ó ti wá jí sáyé báyìí tó wọ kó mọ̀ lọ straight ọmọ àlè ó bẹ̀ lọ ta òrìṣà pásítọ̀ ẹ̀yin náà rẹ̀ rí mo mọ̀ pásítọ̀ abẹ́yìn ń lo gbètúgbètú má gbètúgbètú ò lè sọ́ọ̀rì jìnnà gbètúgbètú mọ́ nbọlẹ̀ ti bẹ́ẹ̀ kó láyé tá a wà táwọn ọmọ kéékèèké tọ́wọ́ wọn bá ba gbẹtugbẹtu ayé àdàrú má tẹ sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́bẹ̀ yẹn àwọn àgbàlagbà yẹn ti gbé nǹkan wọn lọ́rùn. Yes, mo fẹ́ dá ẹnìkan lóhùn ní èmi Good Friday ọkùnrin. Almost 1 year only Buhari lò nígbà tó gbọ́ ojú ìjọba. None of you ní northern kìíní yẹn olódẹ jẹ́ kí inú máa bí mi sí àwọn tó ń àtáàkì ìran tiwọn yìí tí wọn ò mọ̀ wípé it has nothing to do with wípé bóyá wọ́n fẹ́ràn Nigerians. No, nepotism gbogbo rọ́bìṣì kìíní ni it has nothing to do. Ní ìgbà ayé Buhari ó worst security worst ó worst débi pé ẹ lọ wo nǹkan tí ó dùn mí pé mi ò upload fídíò yẹn bá show ẹ fún wa. Ṣé Usani Fúlàní ohun nígbà ayé Buhari school tí wọ́n lọ ń kó àwọn ọmọ wọ́n lè kó 100 wọ́n lè kó 300 wọ́n lè kó 400 nígbà ayé Buhari. School mélòó náà ti kó nígbà ayé ṣé àmọ́ pé we were suicide of short memory in Nigeria. I'm not thinking about going. I am not a fan or AC of Tinubu. Torí pé mò ń bẹ́gbọ̀n sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn tó dẹ̀ yí ẹ̀gbọ́n ká àwọn ló ya olórí burúkú.com àwọn ló ya olórí burúkú ẹnìkan sọ pé appointment tí Tinubu mẹ́kì pé Yorùbá kí ní kẹfà kan àwọn kan orí yìí ni ò dáa torí yìí bá tẹ bá rò pàwọ́ ẹni tó sún gbàgbé nígbà ayé Buhari Katsina 30 nínú Katsina nìkan nílùú ẹ̀ 30 ipò gírígì tó ọ̀dẹ̀ mọ́ kankan alábàárí bá wú ṣe Tinubu òun ló pẹ̀pẹ̀pẹ̀pẹ̀ torí pé admission tiẹ̀ náà ó lẹ̀ tí wọ́n bẹ̀ sí devolve power gbàgbé 8 years ṣe ń tánìkan ò ṣe rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sà kò sẹ́ni tó ìlágbára tó lè dùn mọ́ ẹ lọ́wọ́ báyìí bọ̀ tọ́lọ́run bá sọ pé kò gbà fún ẹ nígbà kejì kí ló fẹ́ ṣe ojútọ̀ rẹ̀ mi ojú òtì mi ká lójú tì jù àwọn kan ní gidi kan nígbà tó kó tó débẹ̀ galẹ̀ ti sọ pé kó kú kó ṣe kó mọ̀ mo máa pé you will come after me o ìpè olóṣèlú ni o ti gbowó lọ́wọ́ Tinubu bọ́sì alala ńlá kò kàn mí pẹ̀lú rubbish tó ń sọ Fúlàní títí di ọ̀la bó ṣe ń pa ènìyàn l'Ondo state ní Ògùn state nígbà ayé Buhari IDP camp lọ́bí níbo àwọn ọmọ wọn ò sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí wọn ò sọ nothing nígbà ayé Ojúyọbọ yìí ẹ máa wo bí àwa Yorùbá ṣe ń káńtà ẹ̀ ibùn èmi ta ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé no bọ̀ nígbà ayé Buhari ó wọ́ọ̀sì náà ẹnìkan máa fi ẹ̀kọ́ tọ́ná fún wa wọ́n wá gbé kíní wèrè kan sórí oṣù ìṣokúso mórí ó wá sọ wípé social media terrorist kíní ni tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé nílùú Amẹ́ríkà President Trump orí X ló ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ formerly Twitter Facebook owó tí Facebook ní ó dín dín ìlú Nàìjíríà ò ní wọ́n sọ pé terrorist organization ní ìdílé kan nígbà tó jẹ́ pé nǹkan tó ti lọ sí ọpọlọ yín lárúbáwá náà lọ sí àwọn ọmọ yín àwọn ọba yín Ọlábísóyè ọba yín nígbà náà lọ ẹ kọ́ àwọn ọmọ yẹn kó wọn lọ sí kí náà ti ń pè skúlù irọ́ ni gbogbo wọn wà dìdàkudà mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́ ẹ wá ń sọ rọ́bìṣì lẹ́nu kìíní kan terrorist organization òní social media kìíní kan gbàgbà àwọn ọmọ bọ́ọ̀tì ẹ mọ̀ bí wọ́n ṣe lè lọ mú ẹni tó bú ìjọba lórí social media but àwọn tó ń lo social media tán kó àwọn ènìyàn tán gbowó lọ́wọ́ wọn tó ń tú owó sókè tó ń yìnbọn pàpàpàpàpà tán dẹ̀ ń gbé sí ojú káyé tí ayé ń rí mọ̀ bí tán wà rí wọn. Wọ́n á fi social media báyìí wọ́n á máa fi rìkọ́ọ̀dù bá ṣe ba ìgbésí ayé àwọn ènìyàn bá ṣe ba ìgbésí ayé àwọn èèyàn jẹ́ ní oko wọn ká destroy oko wọn wọ́n máa fídíò ẹ̀ báyìí rí wọn social media kò ṣe ti nígbà yẹn nígbà ayé Buhari ká destroy ayé ẹ má tiẹ̀ jẹ́ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ jù ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi ẹ má bínú ẹ bá mi wo fídíò yìí nígbà ayé Buhari kẹ́ gbọ́ bó ṣe ṣe ọmọ Yorùbá ẹnìkan sọ pé mò ń sọpọ́tì Buhari kí n má sọpọ́tì mò ń sọpọ́tì Tinubu lọ sọpọ́tì adaràn orí ẹ̀ ò dáa orí kọ́mẹ́ǹtì kan tẹ́nìkan sẹ́yìn wípé kíní kan Tinubu mò ń sọpọ́tì báyìí mi ò sọpọ́tì Yorùbá nation nígbà tá a pariwo fún yín pé nǹkan tó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ ṣe ni ṣe àbí gbà tẹ́ ń tẹ̀lé ìyá yín tó ń wa katakata lórí tó wà fọwọ́ wà kátàkátà pẹ̀lú pé Jésù ti gbà fún nígbàdá kìlọ̀ fún iṣẹ́ gbọ́n torí pé ara yín kọ̀ọ̀tọ́ ẹ̀yin Yorùbá ìjà yín jẹ́ ìṣòro gbè ibi tẹ́ ẹ bá Sunday Igboho dé òun ló wà ń bẹ̀ yẹn tẹ́ ẹ bọ́mọ ọlọ́mọdé àwọn anúmi tí ń jọkàn ẹnìkan ní kó máa tọ́nu máa lọ máa ṣe rálì ẹ̀yin ìka ìdédé wọn ẹ gbọ́ nǹkan tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ yìí sọ.
The driver felt the wagon's tires rupture and decided to park the car with the hope of changing the tires. It was like a film. In a GC, motley crowd of armed men in military uniform came out of the bush. They fired at the boot of the car. Ahead of us, 5 of them came out of the bush. Another 2 came from the rear. My daughter screamed, "Mommy, Daddy, what's going on?" There was no time to say a word. They marched us through into the bush, firing into the sky. They hit me on my chest, hit my daughter on her head. Blood oozed. At this time, it was better to kill me. I shouted at one of the armed men. His response was hell. He went straight for my private part, tore my dress with his gun. The others ripped my dresses. I was left with my undies. My husband and my daughter started crying. 2 of them dug their teeth into my breasts. While attending a secondary school in Adamawa, I had lived with some Fulani, so I understood a few Fulani words. I started pleading, at least for my daughter. To my shock, at gunpoint, they removed the dress of my little girl.
Oh, God.
One of them carried her on his head as a baby, on his head as my baby struggled, shouting, "Daddy, Mommy, what's going on? Help me!" I could not help myself. We marched for 9 hours. I was half naked. My daughter was totally naked.
Jesus.
Her tears was like a stream of blood on her cheeks. Our phones had been seized. We ended up in an ungoverned region in the thick of the forest. We met a well-organized group. There were some kidnapped victims. I saw 2 women, 2 ladies and 3 men. There were some people with their legs chained to trees. They were as if half dead. We were separated. I was separated from my husband. My daughter was taken away. I only heard her screaming intermittently. I did not know what they were doing to her. These men, now about 2 dozen, had a full kitchen. They had a huge camp and a traditional medical team. How can they say they don't know where these people
to that.
How can they say that?
You hear that? When somebody is now saying rubbish. Buhari, schools are being overrun. Every month, every schools. Buhari go on exile when he was elected. Who are to blame? Jonathan. Good luck, Jonathan. You go for that conference. You couldn't sign it because of your mind, because of Ojukokoro, where you get. Sign that thing, that conference. Sign it once and for all. You won't go second time. You won't make your own, you won't break record. Now, the same thing now is what they do now. Your age is 80. You just do what you want to do. Devolve power. If you don't want to, if you people want to hold on to Nigeria, fine. I want in Nigeria. Then let them have the Nigeria now. Why are we going to? How long are we going to stay with these guys? Baba Kuombe, Baba Kuombe, sitting here about fees. Aye at your daddy.
But the camps appeared isolated from each other. We had noises afar indicating it might be nuclear settlements of camps. Right in my presence, I saw them pack the remains of a woman. They took her and buried her a few meters away from us. She had tribal marks. I cannot describe the agony of 6 days in captivity in this little piece. I cannot talk about how they asked my husband to choose between myself being raped or his daughter being raped. My husband broke down in uncontrollable tears. One of them hit him saying, "Yoruba bastard, you dey cry, idiot."
That word, Yoruba bastard, that word, what is the ideology behind the Fulani militia overruns the people. Is it because of religion? No. These guys are not a Muslim. They know nothing about Islamists. These Fulani killers, they've been named the most deadliest terrorist organization in the world. And you guys are still calling them Adaro and headsmen in Nigeria. Just because of 2% population in Nigeria have pocketed your brains. In our kings in Yoruba land, they have pocketed your brains because only look at that stupid guy. He says the social media is a terrorist. So just what president only last we communicate war kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ wá sílé kò sí nǹkan báyìí tẹ́lẹ̀ tọ́ka sí wọ́n ní wọ́n interview ọkùnrin kan recently ó ní iná tán generate iná tó yẹ ká máa generate 1,000 megawatt yẹ kó jẹ́ 1 million people èèyàn mélòó ló wà Nàìjíríà ẹ̀dẹ̀ struggle pẹ̀lú 5,000 megawatt. Ṣé dandan ni kẹ́ ẹ̀ lè jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn lọ develop space wọn ṣé èèwọ̀ ni look at Ẹgbẹ́tókun he spoke kò lè lọ sí ibi tí wọ́n ti pa ènìyàn ní Benue Ẹgbẹ́tókun ò lè lọ bẹ̀ wọn ò bí dá Inspector General of Police ó rọra dúró ní Plateau ó kàn sọ̀rọ̀ ó sá padà wọn ò bí dá kó lọ sí local government yẹn because wọ́n mọ̀ pé wọ́n máa finish òun mọ́bẹ̀ yẹn. Ibo náà ti ń rí nǹkan tó ń lò nǹkan ogun tó ń lò ẹ̀gbọ́n mi lọ bá France tó jẹ́ pé òun ló ba ayé Áfíríkà jẹ́ ó yẹ kójú ó tiẹ̀ sà kẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ ní hospital kan tẹ́ lè fi kẹ́ ibi ìgbafẹ́ kan tó jẹ́ pé tẹ́ ẹ bá wọ ìlú yẹn let everybody develop their base. Ẹgbẹ́tókun sọ̀rọ̀ ó ní kán decentralize the police is the solution decentralize it. Téèyàn kan bá bùjọba ń bì bó bá wà ní ìwòlẹ̀ ọlọ́pàá àti DSS wọ́n máa rí ọ̀gá DSS tún jáde ó tún sọ̀rọ̀ this guy that is speaking out they are all Yorubas. They know what it takes. They know what it means. They know what Nigeria needs. They know that devolution of decentralizing is the solution. But coming out wholeheartedly is the problem that the kings and the imams, mostly our clerics, starting from Babami, Daddy Mi Adeboye, you guys are hypocrites. You guys are evil. You are evil. Wọ́n pa evangelist yín wọ́n pa gbọ́ wọn and this guy tó sọ pé òun ṣùsìn wọ́n pa gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ọjọ́ ẹ̀pẹ́ láṣọ wèrè tó kókó wọn lọ́rùn bí ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ kò síbi tó ti jáde tó sọ̀rọ̀ kò sí ibi tó jáde tó sọ̀rọ̀. That's to show us that all these churches all these mosques they are just mimic your brain. They are nothing. They can't do nothing but just to take your tithe and offering. That's it. That's all what it's all about. That is all what it's all about. Wọ́n fẹ́ lọ ṣe meeting nínú moon báyìí ìyẹn ló kàn. Nonsense.
They gave him an option that he should be raped by one homosexual among them. My husband, a devout Muslim. My husband is a devout Muslim. He told them that homosexual and rape of any kind was against Islam.
Alicio.
Hit him with the butt of AK-47. What do you know about Islam?
Imagine.
You can imagine. You are being asked to choose between being raped by a homosexual, your daughter just 9 years old, or your wife being raped. They gave the fourth option. If you fail to choose one, we will rape your daughter, rape you, the man, and rape me, the wife. I made myself the sacrificial lamb.
Huh.
My husband begged,
Huh.
saying they should name any price. One of them asked him to bend down. 3 beastly criminals sat on his back, jumping until he was too weak to stand.
Huh. Huh. Do you know that any Muslim these people have nothing to do with religion. The ideology behind this is to kill. That's it. ẹ wá jà lẹ́sìn bọ́ sórí social media wọ́n ba ayé yín jẹ́ lọ wọ́n gbalẹ̀ yín lọ ẹ̀sìn lẹ́yìn jà lé and I know ó pé kọ́bọ̀ owó tó jọ yín lójú tẹ̀ ń gbà yẹn jẹ́ reach out sí mi kí n fi bí tẹ́tí mo máa rí owó fún yín kẹ́ má máa ṣe lọ́dàlàdà tẹ̀ ń ṣe lórí social media tẹ̀ ń ṣe yíyan máa ń jà lé ẹ̀sìn legitimate business kẹ́ máa ṣe kẹ́ má máa dúró de tó kọ́bọ̀ tí TikTok máa fún yín tẹ́ ti ba ayé ara yín jẹ́ lórí kìíní tẹ́ máa ra data 1 million tẹ́ máa ra data 30,000 tẹ́ máa fi máa parí 15,000 tí tẹ́ máa pẹ́ short ẹ̀yin ọ̀dẹ̀.
I saw them pack the remains of a woman. They took her. What do you know about Islam? You can imagine you are being asked to choose between being raped by a homosexual, your daughter just 9 years old, or your wife being raped. They gave the fourth option. If you fail to choose one, we would rape your daughter, rape you, the man, and rape me, the wife. I made myself the sacrificial lamb. My husband begged, saying they should name any price. One of them asked him to bend down. 3 beastly criminals sat on his back, jumping until he was too weak to stand.
Kai! Wọ́n lè kú ya, wọ́n lè kú bàbá, wọ́n lè kú ọmọ. Láwọn ọmọ tó ń dé, káì chíọ̀ láti gbé òyìnbó. Báwo ni trauma yẹn ṣe máa kó family?
I was not allowed to put on any additional clothes. Imagine they rape you all night and they stop you from putting on any clothes for 24 hours. The rain fell once. I became a relic at a sexual museum for the armed men who in turn addressed me and asked questions about my financial standing. New Fulani men joined the camp. They organized military training for the new Fulani men that came, teaching them how to shoot and walk through circles of glowing fire. They were not released until after 6 days. We were not released until after 6 days. We had to walk the same zigzag journey back to the main road, our eyes blindfolded. During the negotiation to pay, they said the money was not for them alone, that they had to settle those who sent them. For me, I see a thriving organized crime supported by powerful political interests. Now, I do not think we were released to freedom after paying a whopping 8 million naira. I do not think we can ever be free. We can never be free from the anguish, the psychological trauma, the nightmares we suffered, the occasional fits of my daughter, her waking up at night behaving strangely, her asking the same question over and over, Mommy, why? And I do not have an answer. In my life, I have never passed through a torture chamber like this. I do not think any society should let this happen. I do not know the fate of those we met and about 7 other people brought during the 6 days we were in captivity. What I saw was a nation that has collapsed, but pretends she lives. A people on life support. Crime is not restricted to Fulani people alone. We have Yoruba criminals, but I don't think Yoruba criminals are this beastly.
No.
These elements are savages. I can't imagine Yoruba thieves going to Sokoto or Meduguri to kidnap Fulani people and keep them in their own bushes. It gives me mental torture that this is happening, and some people are even trying to justify or look for excuses.
Yeah.
Well, as a devout Muslim, have taken solace in Allah. Not the Nigerian police, not the army, not the government. We have taken our faith the way it came. This is supposed to be fate. I thank God that we successfully returned to where we live, thousands of miles from Nigeria. We thank God that we have made a vow. Never shall me, any of my children, or husband in our lifetime visit Nigeria again. Our remains, anytime we die, will also not be buried in Nigeria. It was a suggestion my daughter made, which we all adopted. I pity the country. I pity her people who continuously walk like the living dead.
Hi.
I pity those who parade themselves as leaders because they know nothing about what is going on and the abyss the country is sunk already. I pity Yoruba people. Oh, I pity you. I pity my people. For me, this
is the time of Buhari. Abami was originally this is Buhari time. When we Yoruba supposed to come together, I made a suggestion, very strong suggestion, and this is not the time of condemnation of Yoruba. This is the time that Baba is doing nothing in Kuton. Call on your gurus, Ojulumo, Ojegbe. This Baba said his own. Baba, Prophet Manja, you've tried. I think we are doing. But lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí kò sí agbára kankan tẹ́nì kankan lè sà ìpè kí Nàìjíríà pé pẹ̀lú constitution 1999. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká fẹ̀kọ́ tọ́ná fúnra wa. Òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ ìyá sọ fún mi. Àfi tẹ́ bá fẹ́ jagun. Fúlàní ẹyọ kan ìbọn tó wà lọ́wọ́ wọn. Á pa odidi community Yorùbá kan. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, àwítán ẹlẹ́mọ̀ máa ṣe ẹyin ẹlẹ́fìjólé. Ẹ gbàgbé. I need the law this time. What we need right now is to go and talk to your son. Ọba Ọ̀yọ́ tó ṣẹ̀jẹ̀ àti Aláàfin mo gbọ́ allegedly pé gbódò ńlọṣọ ilé lójú ilé orí yín ti dàrú orí yín ti bàjẹ́ gbogbo egbò yín àwọn pípọ̀ yìí wà. Ṣèyí Mákindé said it. Even before Ṣèyí Mákindé said it, Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò Gani Adams said it. And it's happening. Ní ṣojú wa bá ìkan ní ìkíní. Ẹ jù sórí social media ẹ mọ̀ jánu. Àmàjà fún mi, àmàpá wọn ni, àmàjà. Stop this nonsense. You are a bunch of liars. You cannot fight. Why do you guys like to lie just because you want to take cover from people? Why? Ẹ̀ǹtagbára wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ tó impose sí state of emergency sí rífà tí ò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan lè ṣe sí tó ní subsidy is gone. Tó dẹ̀ sọ pé tax reform no going back. Ó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ wípé ẹni ní nǹkan kankan lọ́wọ́. Bó fò ní kú bó fò ládìde ìyẹn ò ní kó má ṣe nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe. Ó dẹ̀ kọ́ ọmọ wo bí the solution. Nígbà ayé Buhari lóbìnrin àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá we are in trouble. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ fún ká play lukini fún tí ò bá ṣe báyìí kó devolve power. Ẹgbẹ́ tó kún sísọ lánàá yìí ẹ decentralize police kò lè fẹnu sọ pé ẹ decentralize kíní ni ẹ jẹ́ kí devolution of power kó ní kálukú lọ develop space yẹ ká lè nàgbára náà ká gba economy power kẹ́ ẹ tó wá sọ wípé ẹ fẹ́ ṣe kíni ẹ fẹ́ divide ní pátápátá bọ́ ṣe ń ṣe nǹkan nìyẹn ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan báyìí ńlá yọ ọ̀sẹ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ mo ṣe bí Yorùbá sọ pé òun gbọ́n ni. Ẹ bú mi o nǹkan tí mi sọ mo ti gbowó lọ́wọ́ Tinubu bẹ́ẹ̀ ni èmi àti yín ládẹjọ́ gbà á owó tí mo gbà lọ́wọ́ Tinubu ẹ̀yin wèrè ẹ̀yin ọ̀dẹ̀ ẹ̀yin èèyàn ìka ọpọlọ dead brains yìí. These people are everywhere. They're everywhere. One day someone come and come on board. What you saw tell it. So what are you talking about?
Hi, now wow, this things they happen. Oh. Me Odogo Asaba no go fit try am. And you saw where I go enter this plane. I go use God is good. I go use bus. I go use if in ABC transport. I go use them. I no fit try am. See, watch, wonder. Hey, everything about Nigeria they different. See, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Now stick they take the do the stuff. Well, watch, make you close this one. See, not be this one I invest me. No be this one invest me. See the one we invest me for here. But watch. They won't call pilot. So pilot, we don't close them, obey you move. This kind pilot, if you forget to buy fuel. See, I'm 3 guys. Okay, pilot, I move. Move. I mean, remember to stop and buy fuel. Hi, now wow, this things they happen. Me Odogo Asaba no go fit try am. And you saw where I go enter this plane. I go use God is good. I go use bus. I go use
láìṣe móòlù ẹ̀ wọ́n fi igi wọ́n fi ń tilẹ̀kùn plane tó jẹ́ pé tí plane bá wà ní òkè eré tó máa ń sá àgbákàmọ́ ni mi ní wọ ẹnu plane irú plane àwọn ti jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn wọlé tẹ́ gan àwọn èèyàn ò ní mọ̀ you imagine wọ́n wá fẹ́ sọ fún pilot wípé ó yá kó múùfù ìyẹn wá wọ́n wá gbéra wọn so pilot àá lè wọ́n á sọ fún pilot ẹ̀yin ẹ máa wo ìgbésí ayé Nàìjíríà so this country is not working cannot work and it has never worked before kò dẹ̀ lè ṣiṣẹ́ so why ta fi ń deceive ara wa torí Ọlọ́run why ta fi ń deceive ara wa ẹ wò why ẹ̀gbọ́n you are the only hope ọmọ wèrè kan bá wà níbì kan wọ́n sọ pé bàbá àròpọ̀ rẹ ẹnu mi ń yọ̀ orí yín dàrú orí yín kò dẹ̀ lè dá fún ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀ kọjú mọ́ ti yín tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń sọ pé nǹkan tí mò ń sọ pé bóyá kí ni opinion tèmi nìyẹn and I'm entitled to my opinion so Nigeria has never worked and it can never work the only solution the only hope tá a ní kò ju ẹ̀gbọ́n kò ju o ẹnìkan bá sọ pé solution kan wà níbì kan we are deceiving ourselves o kò sí solution kọ̀ọ̀kan tá a ní lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ wọ́n wà á kanlẹ̀ kó ẹ máa wo ó fẹ́ sọ fún pilot kó máa lọ o máa gbéra Nàìjíríà ayé ẹ̀ ti ta ó dẹ̀ máa ta sí ní it can never get.
never.
Remember, this Boko Haram issue started since 2012. Yeah. And I was in the military intelligence that time. We arrested those people. It is my organization that actually conducts interrogation and interview. They mention names. I can't come on air and start mentioning names of people that are presently in government now that I know. Presently in government. That the boys that we arrested mentioned. Some of them are governors now. Some of them are in the Senate. Some of them are in Asu Rock.
Along with this.
The intention is to Islamize Nigeria and practice Sharia.